Good morning, it is Thursday the 22nd of August. It is 8:30. I think it's the earliest I've been out up to now. Thought I would come out, see a little bit of the morning rush, see if it's busy, plus it's raining on top of that, so I'm hoping this morning should be okay. I'm just about to go online now and I'll see what a typical morning shift has to bring. Granted, it is obviously some holidays, so maybe slightly different, but I shall keep you posted shortly. So, quick little update. I haven't stopped, to be honest, since I started. It's I know started at 8:30. It's now just about to turn 12 o'clock. So for the past 3.5 hours, I started off after about 5 minutes. I got my first job, which was an Uber X, £16.04 for 6.7 miles. I had to run a couple of miles for it, to be fair. That was going over to Leyland. The traffic was horrendous, to be honest. I then picked up a couple of small jobs around there. So the next one was an Uber X, £4.20 for 2.2 miles. As soon as I dropped them off, picked somebody else up, £3.64 for 1.6 miles. Then picked another one up, £3.87 for 0.5 of a mile. I then started to move away from there. I then got a job on the edge of Southport. It was Southport going to Skelmersdale library. I thought it's a bit of a trek to go to a library. So anyway, drove all the way there, and it turns out when the woman got out, she walked over to the police station. So she obviously, you know, for obvious reasons, didn't want people to know where she lived, because I picked her up at the bottom of a road and where she worked. So that was £18.09, and that was for 12 miles. That took 25 minutes. After that, I then got a job from Skem back into Ormskirk. That was £8.29 for 6.2 miles. I then got an Ormskirk to Ormskirk, £8.33 for 2.6 miles. And then I've just picked up this last one, which was Ormskirk to Southport, which was £12.55 for 7.4 miles. Because I'm just about to log off now, because I need to go and have my hair cut, have something to eat, and spend some time with the family. So I'm on £75 and 1p, and that is for the 3.5 hours. So it works out at about £21.40 an hour. So not too bad for a Thursday morning, I would have thought. Seems to be quite consistent. It seems to be around the £20 mark for the majority of the time. You know, even the times when you have got some quiet downtime, but then, you know, you have some busy spells, so it kind of evens itself out a little bit. I am going to be coming back out again later on. I'm not sure on the exact time, but I will be back out. So I will catch you later for part 2 of Thursday. See you then. So this is part 2 of Thursday. It is 6:30 PM and I have just come out to see what Thursday evening can bring us. Let's see if it is as good as last night. I will try my best to give you an update, but I don't like turning the app off or coming offline, should I say, if I'm being offered jobs. It's only if it's like really quiet I can pull over. So I'll try my best to give you an update in about an hour's time. I'll catch you then. Quick little hour update. It's been a little bit slow, but I've been messed about at the same time. So I've been driving for a couple of minutes, and then I was given a job back from where I've come from, which was heading in towards Wigan. It was like a £14 or £15 job, but I had to run like 4 or 5 miles for it, and then I think it was like a 3 or 4 mile job, so I thought, well, it's not the greatest, but it was okay, first job out. plus I thought I'll be in Wigan, it might be a little bit busier. So anyway, I get there, sat outside this pub, 3 minutes goes by, and then another 2 minutes chargeable time. And as soon as it does that, as soon as I'm able to cancel, I cancel it and take the fee, £3.75. I pulled off, and then 10 seconds later, the same guy tries to book the same job again, and it pops up. And then, so on the one hand, I wanted to take it, because then I thought, well, I'm still getting the fare, plus I've got £3.75 for nothing, so it was like a 25% tip. But then I thought, no, because he's going to be vexed that I've just cancelled the job on him and he's been charged, and then when I drop him off, he'll probably just leave me negative feedback. So I left it. So then I had to drive, you know, probably 5 or 6 dead miles from there, because I was in the middle of nowhere. And then I got an Ormskirk to Ormskirk, which was just an Uber X, £8.13 for 1.3 miles. But that's the one that I had to run about 5 miles to get back into Ormskirk. So it was like a 6 mile job for let's just take that one. Oh God, I can't get rid of it. And then I got another little job, which I think was like another £7 or £8, which was Ormskirk to Ormskirk. So in the past hour I've only done £17.32, and that's because I was messed around on that first job. Otherwise it wouldn't have been too bad for the first hour, to be honest. So I'll go and pick these up. It's just another little Ormskirk to Ormskirk. Yeah, and I'll keep you posted in the next hour. Update time, it is 8:30, so it's been another hour. I've done 3 jobs. So I've done an Ormskirk to Ormskirk, which was £5.68, and that was for 2.7 miles plus a £1 tip. I then started heading towards Southport and got a Southport to Southport, which was £5.83 for 2.1 miles. And then I've just done one which I was literally, it was like 200 metres from the last drop off. It was £3.77 for 1.5 miles. So I'm now just on Lord Street, waiting for the next job. So in the past hour I've done £16.28, yeah, which is I think slightly down from the hour before that, but I don't know, it's 8:30, it's just started raining, and the last couple of jobs I've done, 2 was 2 mums out on a boozy Thursday night out, because they've given the kids to the dad. Second to last one was a couple going home from the pub, and the last one was a guy who was just on his way out. So yeah, I'll carry on. I can probably only see me working until about 10 o'clock. That's when I normally work until, and then it seems to just die a death around 10. So I've got a good hour and a half left in me here. I'll see what happens. Oh, one's just come in there. I'll take that one. It looks like I am off to Liverpool. Right, I'll go and pick this up. Evening, quick little update. I've been trying to do one for a while, to be honest, but I've been quite busy. Last update was 8:30. Where are we? So in the past hour and a half, scroll back here. So I had, I was on my way to Liverpool, wasn't I? Yeah, that was it. So I picked up from I forgot the name of that new restaurant. No, picked up from a new restaurant that'll come to me in a minute, from Southport. Done 2 stops towards Liverpool. It was £16.46. It was for 14.3 miles though. Wasn't the greatest, but you know, I took it because, well, it's Thursday night, so you can't be too picky. Then I started to head back towards Southport. Got a Southport to Southport. I was a couple of miles out, but I got £11.14 for 1.8 miles. But I probably ran about 5 miles for it to get back into Southport. And then I had Uber X, £4.20 for 2.1 miles, and then straight on to a Southport to Southport, another Uber X, £13.13 for 8 miles. I then accepted a job which I cancelled, and the reason was it just popped up while I had the other customer in, and I think it was like £23, so I accepted it. But then when I dropped the other customer off, I pulled over, I had a look, and it wanted me to drive 10 miles to Formby to drive 10 miles back to Southport. So it was like a 45-minute trip, so I tend to look more at what it's going to take me in time rather than miles, because I'm home charged, so that 20 miles isn't too bad because it's about 40 pence in electricity, but for 45 minutes I thought surely I can make more just doing round town. So I'm just reading this off now, I don't even know if I have. So in the same amount of time I've done a £5.58 for 1.3 miles and I got a pound tip. I've then done another Southport to Southport, just an X, £10.47 for 2.3 miles, and then I've done £5.79 for 1.3 miles. So I've done, we'll quickly do that, it's roughly 16, 17, 23, so I've done 24. So it was pretty much what I was being offered to drive to Formby and back. However, the miles that I've done is 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 5 miles instead of 20. So I've done 75% less miles for the same amount of money in the same amount of time. So it's basically came down to I've saved some wear and tear on the vehicle basically, by not doing that. So yeah, it paid off. I could have not took that job and I mightn't have got any jobs, or maybe just one little small job, but I've stayed out a bit later tonight, but that's because it's been raining non-stop, so I've been getting more jobs than what I normally do. As I've mentioned in the other videos, once it gets to about 10 o'clock it just seems to drop right off, and there isn't any. But it's 11 o'clock now. I'm still online as I've been talking to you, and no jobs have come through, so it has started to quieten down. So up to now for the day I'm on £174.37, and I've done 3.5 hours this morning, which was 8:30 till midday, and then this evening I came out at 6:30 and it's now 11. So I've done 3.5, where are we, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5, 6, 7, 8.5 hours. So it works out for today at the moment I'm on £21.80 an hour, which again isn't too bad. I think it was roughly around that last night when it came out. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad. So I'm just coming up to, I've done today so far, I've done 178 miles. Now obviously I came out this morning, I went back home to spend time with the family, and I put the car back on charge again. So basically yeah, I just topped it up because I think I used like maybe half a tank this morning, and then obviously I came out with a full tank this evening, and I've got about 45 miles left. So I'm probably going to start heading home soon, but I might just take maybe if there's a little small if there's a small Southport to Southport job, I will take that. But if not, I think I'll just I'll call it a night, go home, charge up, because obviously it's a hell of a lot cheaper, and yeah, that's about it. So I will give you an update probably in about the next hour, because I'll definitely be home by midnight anyway. So I will speak to you then. Final update, I've just got home now. After that last one before, I just got one job as soon as I done the other update, and that was literally half a mile away. It was £5.06 for 1 mile, and I got a £1 tip, so I got £6 for a mile, which wasn't too bad. I then thought I'll go and pick some food up and come home. I pulled up for a sec. I thought I've got like 40 miles left, and then a job popped up for Southport to Ormskirk. So I thought, so I was just thinking for a second just to make sure I'd have enough to get them, pick them up, drop them off and get home. And then I got matched to somebody else, and it was like, I think it was like £17 or something. So I missed out on that. So basically just picked some food up and came straight home. So with that final job on, it worked out at £22.42 an hour for today, which wasn't too bad. That was it. Driving back, I didn't get any, well, I got one job offer. I took a screenshot of it because I was laughing so much. I got offered an XL job, which was 12.3 miles away for a 1.2 mile trip. So what, 13, almost a 13.5 mile trip to Preston, and they were offering me £5.83. So obviously I didn't do that. But other than that, that was it. There was no other job offers. So yeah, pretty much came home at the right time. The only difference would have been if I would have accepted that one to Ormskirk, I would have had an extra an extra like £15. But yeah, it was matched to somebody else. So that's that. So I'll call it a night, and I will be out tomorrow. Try and do a decent shift tomorrow, and we'll compare it to last Friday. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow.